What is up, guys? It is Jay Diesel. I am here, and I am going to be doing some Premier Strixhaven draft. Haven't played too much draft this season, made Mythic last season, and gonna see if I can't get some good games in. Alrighty, let's see what we got. Hopefully we find a table pretty quickly here. Queue times are all over the place. Alright, here we go. Half a table so far. I've been really enjoying this format. I think there are a lot of ways you can play this format. I like that every color pairing feels pretty good. If I had to rank the different houses, personally, I think Silver Quill is probably the best, but Quadrix is a really, really close second. I was going to say, speaking of Quadrix, so we have a Cultivate in this pack. There's Biomathematician, but there's no way you get away from the elite Spellbinder himself, PVD. This card is nuts. 3/1 flyer. It is a disruptive card. On top of that, you take like their one kill spell they have that was already like 6 mana and now it costs 8. Now they never get to play it. And just super efficient. Loving it. Super happy to see that's first pick. Other considerations, if this card wasn't in the pack, you have like Cultivate and Master Symmetrist, I think are like the next two best cards. And after that, you then have like a step down, it's like Biomathematician. But overall, Elite Spellbinder, wonderful first pick. Really happy about that. Let's go ahead real quick. Check out our table. We've got Cinder Shadow, Chewy, Adelio, Cavalier, Arson, Klutz, and Uranium. Alright. Alright, so pick 2 here. We have Cody. So this is a really interesting card. I've never actually played with it in draft. It's kind of interesting. I could take it. There's also Eye Twitch and Past Caller. Past Caller is really good. I also really like Eye Twitch. I don't know. There's some temptation with Cody. I'm just not exactly sure how I would build it. This card in Sealed, I think, is stronger because you have a more controlled pool. Like, this early, I have no idea. I mean, I guess I can try to force instants and sorceries. I think I'm just going to take... Oh, it could be Past Caller. It might be Eye Twitch, though. Past Caller is pretty strong. I think I'm going to take Past Caller here. Follow that up with... I feel pretty happy with the Lorehold Pledge Mage. Beyond that, there's like Thrill of Possibility, which I think is another strong card. Hall Monitor is deceptively powerful. The ability to just make a guy unblockable will just kind of win the game for you. This card's fine. Can be really, really good with all the giant fractals running around. So it's actually kind of interesting. I think I'm going to take the Pledge Mage, though. This is a little less committal. So we have Tendrils of Agony. Probably not where I'm looking to go. I don't think I'm storming off here. Storm Kiln Artist is kind of interesting. I think this tends to be better in a blue-red type deck. And I think we're looking a little more red-white. There's Make Your Mark. This is just a phenomenal combat trick. Same with Beaming Defiance. Study Break is a good learn card. I think I'm going to go with Beaming Defiance. This card has really performed well in a lot of, like, the red-white or black-white decks I've played. So here, I think I'm just going to take an Inkling Summoning. Once again, this is kind of flexible. There's Stonebound Mentor, though. It's possible the Mentor might be the move. I do like Mia Summonings for the board. This is just a really strong, just having a 2/1 body, but I think I will kind of make my claim on Lorehold here. It is a Spirit, which means it's another target for Past Caller. This card is very, very good. Here we have, like... I actually don't hate Divine Gambit. There's also Ellie Summonings. I think I'm going to take the Gambit to just cut white. I've got a Beam Defiance. Just going to take the Enthusiastic Study. Spirit Summoning also reasonable. But... I'm going to go ahead and grab Pigment Storm. Other considerations like Make Your Mark, maybe Elemental Masterpiece. Here, I actually am going to take the Hall Monitor. Yeah, there is Twin Scroll Shaman, who I think's okay. But I actually like the Hall Monitor. Also, the fact he has haste means he can come down in the late game and make something unblockable unexpectedly, almost as like a pseudo combat trick, which is really, really nice because a lot of the time he, like, you get a card like this that maybe has an effect as a 1-drop and it's gonna be slow, right? So you draw it on like turn 5 or you turn 7, it doesn't do anything. Here, a little bit more effective. I think I'm gonna take the Eager first here. Pillar Drop is pretty reasonable though. Actually, I might just take Pillar Drop. I think I might go like a bigger red-white spells deck. Obviously, the hope is ripping Radiant Scroll Wielder if I'm going that direction. I'm going to go ahead and take Mascot Interception here. I think as a one-of, this card's pretty reasonable. This can just be so good, especially against like the Quandrix decks. I've had it played against me a couple times. I've never played it myself. So I kind of want to test this card and see how good it is. I think Lorehold is probably my second least played color combo. Actually, it's kind of close. It's either this or Prismari. Silverquill and Quandrix are definitely numbers 1 and 2 for me. Both feel really good. I'm pretty comfortable with both of them. Lorehold, I don't know. The decks are very polarizing. Sometimes they get there, sometimes they don't. Study Break, not going to take Tendrils. We'll take a Breakthrough here. Take another Breakthrough. And a Guardian. A second Cody. Okay. Well, I'm still not going to pick Cody, I don't think. Don't think it looks particularly strong in our current deck here. So I'm going to go ahead and grab Pilgrim, I think. Somebody could definitely double up on Cody's, which is... Oh, man. Part of me wishes I really took the first Cody now. Here, I'm just going to take Heated Debate. There is Stonerise Spirit in here, which is also pretty strong. Pillar Drop, Make Your Mark. Yeah, Heated Debate's definitely the play. So this is actually kind of interesting. There's Flame Scroll Celebrant, who's really quite good. There's Combat Professor, who I love. And there's Reconstruct History. I think I'm going to take the Celebrant, though. Like, it's just a really powerful 2-drop. And I'm hoping that one of the other 2 cards out of the pack wheels. Here... Effigy's really kind of mediocre. It's also Defiant Strike if I want to go for more combat trick focused route. I think Defiant Strike is strong enough that I kind of just want to take it here. Here, I think I'm just going to take a Lorehold Campus. There is Excavation as well. This card's actually pretty strong. I think I might take the Excavation. Define Gambit. We're going to go ahead and grab the Stonebound Mentor. Really looking for the 2/4 Elephant for 5. Given that it would enable me to do a little bit more here. Probably not going to play Define Gambit, Define Strike. I do need some more 2-drops in just general early game. Spirit Summoning is fine. There is a Team Pennant. I don't have a lot of token makers yet, so I think I'm just going to take Tome Shredder here. Combos pretty well with what I have going on. Also don't have any lessons, so there was some consideration to taking Spirit Summoning, but I think it's a little lower on power level. Here I'm just going to take the Stonerise Spirit. Just a 2-drop flyer is right where I want to be. Hoping that we wheel the Reconstruct History, actually. That would be a great pickup. I think we're just going to take another Enthusiastic Study. Alright, so we have some great learn, but now we need some lessons. We need lessons, 2 drops. Second pillar drop warden seems excessive, I think. Does let us really go in on like this spells plan. Alright, I'm like kinda in for it maybe. Maybe I did want Cody. This could have been the deck. Alright, gotta take the reconstruct history. We're going in. I need some more removal spells now. So I need like more heated debates and just like general kill spells. We get a ton of learn, maybe like a couple more 2 drops, and I actually think this deck is coming together. Do I take Effigy? I think I take Effigy. Grab another Pilgrim. Especially in a deck like this where we're gonna really be going up on mana here. Well, that is an on-color Snarl, so I am going to take that, I think. Nothing else here except for elemental summoning I would be super excited about. Thankfully, that was a relatively easy pick. We're definitely going to have to do some serious cutting here. Excavation. I feel like Breakthrough is kind of medium. Also, probably cutting Study Break, given I have 2 learned spells already and no real targets. I definitely need some more 2 drops, though. 2s are currently lacking. There's another Stonerise Spirit. It's actually not really the 2 drop I'm looking for, to be perfectly honest. I think I would rather take Guiding Voice. Do I take Prophecy? I think I have to take Prophecy here. Like, I just need lessons here. Well, Swords to Plowshares is getting picked. There's a Rise of Extus, but... Now, this is the type of card where if I'm recurring it multiple times a game, will just kind of, like, win the game for you. That's, like, incredibly powerful. Rise of Extus would be really good. More 2 drops. Definitely 2 drops. Oh man, how greedy am I? Is this like... Consider sorcery, you can put it in your hand if you don't. There's also Defend the Campus for more removal. I think we're doing it. I think we're going all in. This is about to be the greediest deck. Oh, there it is. We have to take it. We were looking for it the whole time. Quintorius. We're gonna have to shave on these couple cards. I'm taking it. We're all in. So double Quintorius, double Pass Caller, Reconstruct. Get this effigy out of here. Alright, I need like some amount of 2 drops here, and I think we have a real deck. I might cut Beaming Defiance now. Shock's great. There is like Combat Professor, but I actually don't think that's the access, or the access we're trying to win on at this point. I think I'm taking Shock. Oh my goodness, this is a interesting direction here. I think I just grab Pledge Mage. I think I have to take the 2 drop. I just need to try not to die at this point. Probably cut Defiant Strike as well. This is interesting. Do I take Access Tunnel? I think that actually might be reasonable in this. There's a Twin Scroll Shaman. I could take another Soulbound Mentor. Defend the Campus. Man, do I just really try to, like, cut down here? I have to play my 2s. I can't have, like, nothing in the early game. We also only have... How many lessons do we have? We have this Introduction to Prophecy I took, and... Is that it? think we're cut enthusiastic study then. Alright. I kind of like pivoted pretty hard there. Here we only have the one. How much? We don't have like any learn. I think I do something like this actually. And we go ahead and we add Snarl and Access Tunnel. I can cut one of these guys here. I honestly think this might be fine. Like, we have Swords to Plowshares, and we have Shock, and we have a lot of ways to get them back. We just have powerful combat tricks. Well, kill spells / combat tricks. It's possible I'll cut 1 3-drop. We'll keep this. It's a little slow, but we have Pilgrim. 3 lands, Pilgrim. Gets us up to like our late game, especially this card, which is like one of our big payoffs. I feel like we have the type of value engine that can really go the distance. Especially Swords to Plowshares is the kind of card that gives us like hyper flexible removal. Not excited to see that land. Alright. Well, both of us are just kind of sitting here on our very clunky hands. I could play the Mentor, but I'm just going to play the Pilgrim. If he has like a Shock or whatever, he can have it. I'm just going to play second Pilgrim next turn and just keep ripping the lands out of my deck. You got it. Well, if there's one thing I can say, I don't think we're running out of lands anytime soon. I will happily block if they would have come in here. I think I'm going to go ahead and play Quintorius here. Do they have, like, a kill spell here? If they, like, Pigment Storm, I'll still double block with the Pilgrims and kill the Dust Speaker. Okay, so I can't really... So this is actually awful, right? Because if I block, I get blown out, and I can see the blowout. If I don't block, he plays Blade Historian. I think I have to not block here. Let him play Blade Historian, and then just draw a removal spell for it. Is I think what this boils down to. I think it is too bad to do anything else. Yeah, he's gonna just play Blade Historian now. I need a kill spell stat. That is not a kill spell. So as much as I just want to make this 3-2, I don't think I have that luxury. And instead, I just have to jam multiple dudes. I can threaten the big Chomsky. Blade Historian is horrifying here, though. So we actually have a ton of removal in this deck. I just need to find some. Do they have another spell here? Interesting. Can't say I'm in love with that. Plays Reflective Golem. I think I snapped the double off here. Yeah, like... Unless he has Shock. Like, it sucks I have to give him the 3-2, but I can't just let him keep cycling cards. Like, he just gets so far ahead if he keeps doing that. Okay. So now what do I want to do? I can get this back and make it 3-2, which is okay. Or I could just kind of play my board. Feels fine-ish. The Blade Historian is really a problem, though. I'm going to be taking some serious damage here. If he attacks with the 3-2, I can't even really block effectively. Blade Historian has to die. I can't deal with the double strike. I can make it 3-2 again next turn. I think I'm just taking a million. Dust Speaker was just too brutal. You got it. I could just eat 10, 14. I just have to draw removal here. Still not removal. This is where I cry. Game's functionally over. So, is there ever a world in which I can kill anything? The answer is no, surprisingly. So I have to, like, just chomp, chomp. Like, my blocks don't even matter here. I mean, I can kill one guy with Quint, so I can block, like, there. Okay. Yeah, he ordered blocks correctly. I'm just dead. Ah, too little, too late. I needed the Pigment Storm. The Blade Historian was just too much. I had... How many answers did I have to that card? I had Pigment Storm. I had Swords to Plowshares. Hell, Shock would have gotten me there. Would have at least bought me time. Did I just really not have answers there? I had Swords. Guess I really only had 2 answers. Maybe I need to put the Divine Gambit in. Cut, like, 1 Mentor. That was really painful. Like, I could have tried to make my stand a little earlier and maybe chumped, but I don't really think it was getting me much of anywhere, so I just didn't go for it. Honestly, I just felt like I needed to rip a removal spell, because otherwise my blocks were just so horrendous, I didn't feel like it was going to really matter. I think I'm putting this one back. Oh, I've got a 2. I'll keep. I'm on the draw here. There we go. Got rewarded. Let's go ahead and get this guy developed. Next turn, I'll probably just go Tome Shredder, I think. Take my damage here. Next turn I can go Lorehold Pledge Mage, and then I can go Pilgrim Sunrise the following turn. I could also just double pump here. I don't know. There's something appealing about just hitting him for an extra 4 damage this turn. He is just dead next turn. That's fine. You have stalled me. So now I play Pilgrim. Play Spirit. Now I pass. I could have set Flame Scroll and just pumped again. That was also a consideration, just to kill the Archaic. Got rid of my bird. I'm big sad. Go ahead and get my damage through. Play Lorehold Pledge Mage. Alright, he is at 4. Is he missing like a third color? Is like white his splash? He needed red. Is this like a flurry of red cards now? Was he just choked on red all game? Okay, didn't really do much. Send for lethal? Alright, this part's a little scary now. Alright, he still has 5 cards in hand, and I have nothing. Combat Professor. Dueling Coach. That's really not what I wanted to see. That's also not what I wanted to see. Okay. I think I definitely send here. I do want to play that because that turns on Pilgrim double. A Pilgrim dies plus return in play. Take 4 here. So now I have to draw swords to plowshares, basically. It's annoying because I really needed stuff to die so I could start pulling, I could at least get scries here. He's denying me my scries right now, and it's kind of killing me. So swords to plowshares is like the only out here. I could draw my flyer, which doesn't even do that much here. I have a mountain. I'm almost wide enough to kill him now, though. I can put him... I take 6. I take 7. I'm dead next turn? Not quite, I'm almost dead. I just want to send one of these. Okay, he does block it. Does that card do anything for me? The answer is no, sadly. So I just play this and shuffle anyway. So I need like Shock, Divine Gambit. Oh god, I have like a couple outs here. I really just have to send it again, so he can hit me for a lot here. I'm dead. Oh, that's hard. I just didn't get over the finish line that game. Like, we dealt a lot of damage, but I just didn't get anywhere. I just don't have enough removal? Like, I guess that's the case. Like... It's possible Tome Shredder's not where I want to be. Once again, I just don't have ways to deal with big creatures. I think maybe I cut Pledge Mage, put in Study Break. Alright, another kind of medium hand here. Yeah, sadly I just didn't get enough early game, I don't think. I think I drafted this wrong. I tried to be too cute and like tried to do like the elephants and stuff instead of drafting like a cohesive strong deck. Let's go ahead and take a look. Well, that's scary. I'm gonna take your one creature. Their hand, thankfully, does nothing at this particular juncture. I'm only killing that because he has so many ways to, like, fight and do other things. I think it makes sense. Yeah, he's got a 1/1 serpent. I think he has to not block there to turn on his hand. He has like all these fight spells and everything. None of these cards do anything. Okay. Yeah, that was one of those games where Elite Spellbinder just plucked the only relevant card there, and our opponent just didn't really have a way out. I also don't think I would play that many combat tricks. I felt like a lot of combat tricks. He had, what, 2 big plays, a Fortifying Drought, and 2 Mage Duels? I mean, it was a lot of action. If he had actually managed to stick the Pledge Mage, though, that would have been really bad. My opponent is 98% Mythic. Alright. I'm going to go ahead and keep this. It's a pretty good hand. Don't think I'm going to flash swords here. So in this hand, we probably go Flame Scroll Celebrant into Elite Spellbinder, into Pilgrim. Do I take Spectre here? No, I think I actually take Witherbloom Pledge Mage. Because that's that card I, like, basically killed right there. Now he plays Spectre. Because if I take Spectre, he then maybe duresses, which I don't want to happen. Whereas, by doing it this way, I can go ahead and... I think I just want to Swords this. Duress is pretty annoying. Yeah, I'm getting Duress this turn 100%. There's the Toad. Takes my only action. He's trying to decide if he wants to trade damage here. Here I'm just going to go ahead and snap off the Heated Debate. I would like to deal damage. I don't think it's right to trade off Pilgrim yet. I don't think I gain anything from it. Because I don't want to give him a chance to, like, kill the frog. Because if he kills the frog, he could draw a card there. Instead, he only gets to scry. Which is, like, good, but it's definitely not as good. Oh, and now this is really strong for me. So now I get to return Passcaller to yoink I just yoink swords. Alright, nice. And that's more like how I imagine this deck would go. Where you, like, get the swords to plowshares, and you get it back, and you just kind of, like, loop and beat them up. I don't really like this hand. I'm gonna mulligan that. I'm gonna keep this. I'm not happy about this hand, though. Access tunnel punishing me for my greed. I am rewarded for my greed. Alright, we're gonna count on the excavation to carry us here. Excavation, go. We got Pilgrim to help us get up to 5 mana. Interesting play here. Do I want both of these? I think I actually want Divine Gambit with how aggressive that play is. I don't think I want the other land. What an interesting play. Next turn I get to Pilgrim. Unless there's something, there's like literally nothing he could play there that I'd be like, I have to get rid of. Okay, so here I just go Pilgrim. Grab a Plains. He's doing some weird spell thing over there, so I'm just gonna make sure that doesn't happen. Alright, and I start making guys. Let's go. I got a Pigment Storm. I got this mountain, so I can use the Pigment Storm. I got these 2 treasures over here for later. You know what? I think we're just gonna Pigment Storm that. I think I'm just here to beat him up. I don't want him playing like land and making 2/4 drops, because that could gum up the board. Yeah, like that's his best play there. That is much less exciting for him. Here, do I pass caller and then STP? I think I'm good. Pass caller STP. Do I want something else? Keep bottom of the land. I don't want the land. Alright, Lorehold Excavation. Keep doing your thing. Alright. That is 2 blockers here. He can make this a 3/3. Can I kill him here? Not quite. I can hit him in the air for 4. Then I could Divine Gambit if I want. Okay, so... Actually, no, he's just dead. What am I thinking? Wow, the absolute tempo of Swords to Plowshares is just unreal. Like, the ability to just keep killing his guys for basically no loss. Like, granted, he's gaining like a little bit of life, but none of his guys were particularly big. Alrighty. We like it. Having Celebrant into Stonebound feels pretty good. We drew our 1 learn card. Let's go ahead and send here. Alright. Go ahead and develop. Missing a second red is a little annoying because I can't double pump. Do I want to offer the trade here? Not particularly. I actually think I'm going to tap here, even though it's a little aggressive. Because I just want to learn, actually. So that lets me grab this. Just donk him for 7. My guy has got to be feeling the pressure at this point. He is going to swing here. And now I use Pass Caller and Rebuy Defend. Soulbound Mentor still cooking here. That is a bunch of tutus. Can't say I'm in love with that. Do I take Study Break, actually? Oh, Study Break's kind of scary for him. Bottom that. So now I just dig for Pigment Storm, I think. My guy is out of there. So we are really trying to turn the tide here. Whew. That tap was so aggressive. I'm still not convinced it was correct. But I was like, I'm going to float 2 mana. And it gets through an extra, like, bit of damage here. I don't know. It felt correct. I wish I was on the draw with this hand, but I'll live. Then I get to play my Pilgrim. Do I want to play Pilgrim? Or do I want to play Flame Scroll and... Nah. This is just mana efficient now. I mean, they're both mana efficient plays, but... Should I snap off of Swords on that? Nobody ever wants to trade for Pilgrim. Here? Honestly? I'm just gonna Swords your Pilgrim, or your Historian. It's also got some added value, just because that card was going to make a 3-2 raid. And I feel pretty fine with being aggressive with my plows here, because I just have ways to get it back. So I don't want to be too greedy with it. Now that might be really aggressive, like way too aggressive, but I don't know. I feel like it's where I want to be with this deck. I feel like if I am waiting around trying to like, oh, I should be like super safe. I don't know if that's exactly where I want to be. Alright, Pillar Drop. You have stopped me. Next turn I am tapping Pillar Drop and we're sending it. Does he have a Heated Debate? I'm gonna give Quintorius flying next turn if he doesn't kill this right now. He has like exactly this window before I just like start making guys. Yeah, there we go. He's got the Heated Debate. So now I just pass caller, grab Plowshares back, wait one more turn, and we're gonna Plowshares that Pillar Drop Warden and send the boys. The goons. Well, this is kind of interesting. So he could sack to get Heated Debate back. Because I'm going to Swords his guy. Okay. He's got a Prismari. So given that, I could just go like tap tap and just slam him. Alright, send in the Air Force. Right. He's got 6 mana. He can Snow Day me now. Draconic Revelation is like the card I really need to fade. Ow. That doesn't feel great. I got a Tome Shredder here. So if I tap this, I can hit him for 4, 5, 6, 7. I mean, I can threaten to kill him here. Okay. Nice. Whew. That was like a little bit scary there for a minute. I was like, what if I was too aggressive? I don't know. A lot of the times, I'm just the kind of person where I just want to send it. I want to send it. I want to put him down. I do not want to mess around and like let him do whatever. Especially like, I don't know, that game. I did not want to be too conservative with my swords. Because, like, that was the big thing, is, like, he stumbled a little bit, and because of the loss of tempo from swords, because, like, you know, I'm trading 1 mana for whatever he plays, it makes it so hard for him to ever come back. Yeah, that was just really, really tough for him, frankly. Alrighty, let's see if we can actually pull this back. We're at 5 wins. If we can, See if I can't get 2 more here. This hand's a little sus, but I do have like a removal spell and a card to go with it. Once again, access tunnel. Punishing me. This is a greedy keep. If you're playing this game, don't keep this hand. This hand's awful. You should not keep. I'm keeping this hand. Doesn't mean if I would recommend other people keep this hand. Tome Shredder. Especially in BO1, these are the type of hands you keep and you just come to regret. Tome Shredder, go. I mean, if we rip a Plains, we're in pretty good shape here, actually. So, I mean, I don't feel awful about this, but I don't feel great. Alright, our opponent is, thankfully on a kind of slow hand as well. Come on, Plains. Alright, rewarded. And sending it. So, he should have attacked for 1 if he wasn't going to block there. I mean, I guess he was concerned maybe I make it bigger. But I feel like even if I make this a 3, you're probably not blocking. I don't know, I'd have to do some weird stuff pre-combat, I think, to ever warrant that block, so... I feel like the 1 damage was probably better. It's gonna regrowth that? Alright, my man is on the most awkward of hands. Honestly? Do I tap this? I think I do. As weird as this looks. I just have, like, nothing else to do with my mana. And so I would rather just, like, go ahead and get some stuff going here. Like, especially because now I have, like, kill spells and, like, a lot going on. I also have Reconstruct History to, like, rip back 2 cards. Yeah, like, just look at this sequence. He's playing so incredibly slow, I just want to kill him. Here? Do I make unblockable? I don't think it's correct to make unblockable. Well, now I do, actually. Could he have a Wrath? I guess in theory. I'm a little scared of a Wrath. I don't know. This is just like the slowest start I've ever seen, and I feel like he has to have a Wrath. I just like don't. Maybe not. Maybe he just has nothing. There are no cards in this man's deck. What is going on? Like, I was expecting like Crux of Fate or just like, especially like Prophecy, Regrow Prophecy. It's just like such a slow line. I feel like I just kill this? Okay. There's no way they go... Exile that? Okay. Also, I don't feel bad about using that super aggressively because I have Reconstruct History and Defend the Campus. Like, at this point, I just want to push damage. I don't have time to rebuy the Pilgrim, and I don't want to make unblockable. I'd rather develop the Pledge Mage. This is the slowest deck. I don't know what's going on, man. Oh my god, he has Swords to Plowshares. Does he have another kill spell? Mage Duel. So I can hit him for 2 here. Snarl. What do I grab here? Do I want Heated Debate or do I want Study Break? I think I'm going to leave up Heated Debate in case he has another fight spell. What's he hit? I am big upset about that. Ow. Okay, so now I have to kill Velomachus. Oh my god, that's so close to killing him. I can't get this back, so I just Prophecy here. Grab the Pest Caller. Okay, we have the kill here. We're gonna go Shock, Pest Caller, Shock, and hope that's enough. Okay, just do a whole bunch of not gaining life. Granted, you have a Brackish Trudge, so I'm a little scared about you gaining life. Swords to Plowshares. Look at that. This man has every... This guy has to have Cody in his deck, or something. Maybe it's all for Velomachus? Like, maybe he did all this to enable that card? Man, I really am leaning on this Shock right now. Shock, Pest Caller, Shock. Come on. We got this. Do I Shock now when he could have Mana Tithe? There's no way he has Mana Tithe in this deck. Okay. Wow. Going to go ahead. Wow, that was so close. Oh my goodness. Wow. Okay, that game was absolutely nuts. Wow. Okay, I thought we were done. Thankfully, the wow, Velomachus. I was like, what is he doing? I mean, I guess if I had developed the Lorehold Pledge Mage a turn earlier, maybe I could have killed him. Maybe I was too conservative, trying to play around the Wrath. But I just wasn't sure what to do. It was just such a weird opening sequence for my opponent. I was like, what am I doing? I think we're going Blood Age into... I think it's actually Mentor here. Mentor is a spirit. Go Blood Age. It's actually kind of close here. It's definitely Spellbinder now. Let me take a peek. See what you got over there. So my guy needs green mana pretty desperately. I think I'm taking the Inspiration. Like, I could have taken Emergent, but I felt like this card was going to be worse for me. Yeah, it's fine. Not thrilled, but it's fine. Alright, so we're just going to keep the pressure on here. Yeah, I feel like making this cost more was the right choice. That one mountain is crushing him right now. He does get to learn now. He probably has an Environmental Sciences. This deck looks very high quality. Like, yeah, there it is. Does he attack? Does not attack. So, interestingly, I could Divine Gambit. I don't think there's a point to doing so. So I could tap and just slam him here. I think I might need to do that, actually. Well, I could just attack with these two. That's the other option. So next turn he plays Environmental Sciences and then plays something else. Or I could tap and just slam him. Kind of a big fan of tap here. Like, make him super uncomfortable when he plays this. Because now he's like, okay, I want to play my environmental sciences to go get my greed source so I can then play emergent sequence. I just gotta make him sweat here. Okay, now he gets the green mana. Next turn he's gonna deal 3. Plays Needlethorn. Interesting. This was actually a good draw. I don't really want to trade with this, I don't think. I think what I do want to do, though, is grab this Plains. Also, this info on his hand is very helpful. I imagine Stonebound is probably dying here. Okay, so the plan is to go like Quintorius into Passcaller. He might just play this guy and just make a 4/4 Fractal. Yeah, that's pretty good. So interestingly, that does make my mentor a slightly... Actually, I kind of like attacking with Pilgrim here. So he's going to opt to learn here. I think I'm okay with that. So now he's going to use the deal damage, but he doesn't get to learn now. He can't go emergent sequence into something. He can't kill Quintorius. He can kill my mentor. 4/5. He does what now? It's got to be kill mentor, I think. Could also be my flyer here. He can now hit me in the air for 5. So, what does he send with is the other question now. Oh my god, he got to fight. Ow. Can't say I'm thrilled about that one. Ow. So Passcaller is great here, but also kind of annoyed that I don't have the, I could have taken my Scry. I was maybe hoping he wouldn't block. I don't think I want the body. I think I want the ability to tap. So now I can, like, tap 2 flyers? And maybe get in with Divine Gambit? Okay. I can hit him for 5 here. This is like theoretically 2-turn lethal if he has literally nothing. Probably goes like Zimone Emergent here. There's Zimone. He's got something else over there. I just don't know what it is. Oh, it's just so close. Because at this point, I need to... What is he tanking on is the question. Plays the 3/3 bird. Okay. I think I have to offer the trade. No, I don't offer the trade. I think I have to Divine Gambit that. And then I do what? So what's the plan here? So I Divine Gambit the bird. Put a study counter. Oh my god. So I can attack here for 4. He blocks. That doesn't do much though. I have to set up a situation where I just get in and win somehow. Because Simone's also going to start drawing cards. Okay. So I can swing with both of these and deal 4. I imagine that block always happens. Okay. I now play Pledge Mage. Okay, so now there's like a vague threat of lethal. Zimone can draw cards, but that means tapping Zimone now, which means he doesn't have it as a blocker for the Pledge Mage. So this is actually like a real tense moment for him, because if he draws lands, he could just die. Shock. Does that help? Yes and no. So what do I want? I really want to be able to just kill him here. So I think I do Study Break. Okay, there's a world in which we kill him. It's minimal, but there is one. What do I tap? I tap, like, Needlethorn Drake and tap. And then I go ahead and discard this card. No, I discard this. Okay. And then I swing with both. I think I have to just let that happen. He draws 2 cards here. Is there a world in which I do anything else? I don't think so. I think I have to let this go. Another Needlethorn. Pledge Mage thankfully deals with the Drakes pretty well. Vortex Runner. Okay. This is so close. Wait. Oh my god, we did it. Wow, we pulled it out. Let's absolutely go. Oh my goodness. I was sitting there, I was like, wait a second. We got him just low enough. I was like, man, did we crack this shock off to save our 4-2 or to get in 4 damage? But, alright. Let's go. 7-2. Overall, I think a pretty reasonable deck. We had a whopping 1 lesson. The 1 lesson did come in handy, though, so I can't be too upset about it. So, there we go. 7-2. Let's go, guys. Feels really good. Obviously, Swords to Plowshares, super insane. Card carried us pretty heavily, honestly, in a couple of those games. Beyond that, Study Break, great aggressive card, helping us push through damage. Flame Scroll Celebrant, great for chip. Pilgrim, great for helping keeping our mana stable. Pass Caller, when you have such like powerful, cheap spells, super great. But overall, that was a lot of fun. Had a wonderful match, and feels good. Nice little climb session right there. Alrighty, guys. Well, that's going to do it for me. I have been Jay Diesel. I hope you enjoyed. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe if you enjoyed. And I will talk to y'all later. Have a great day, guys.